Hi, my name is Michelle Castañeda, and I'm currently working as design lead for the AI Competence Center inside of Deutsche Telekom. My background is in design research and innovation, and I have always worked in the field of technology and digital products. I have studied industrial design back in Mexico, and then I have moved early in my career to the area of innovation and exploration. So I studied my master's in Denmark and start working as an innovation consultant for Lego. Then I moved to the consultancy field where I explored a lot of projects that range from digital transformation to discovery of new opportunities with a kind of a future sight. And then I lastly landed into telecom 2 years ago. I believe design is a great strategic and valuable ally for any product development team, and I'm personally motivated to help teams to demonstrate that potential. And I think the UX Design Awards is a perfect place to help the design discipline to be a relevant player. It offers the opportunity to exchange ideas, debate, and get other perspectives from different peers, but also from the candidates. And last but not least, I'm happy to contribute to recognize the hard work of all the different entries that are participating in this contest. I think that's a very interesting question because the design discipline is so broad that I think it's hard to get to one single consensus, but I'm happy to share my perspective. So I think good design for me makes very evident that user needs are being prioritized over other type of constraints or priorities, business, financial, technical, etc. The second point, a clear rationale for your design decisions that prioritizes the greater good over everything else and as much as possible. I often say that with design, there are not absolute right answers, but there are wrong answers. And what I mean is that when you are designing for humans, it's very difficult to have an absolute truth that works across the board because humans are complex. They come in different ways. They're diverse. They have different knowledge, different background. But if you fail to create and follow a design process that evaluates the needs, understands the problem, create experiments, and evaluate your solutions, you run the risk of delivering a solution that won't bring any value to anyone. And then third, I think a good UX design should be enjoyable. And I take it in the broader sense, either because, it solves a problem. It doesn't matter if it's something very practical, but a pain that you have, or because it evokes like a positive emotions when you use it, or the outcome that it generates creates some happiness in you. I think the relevance and how well it is able to demonstrate the thought process behind identifying it and how the design was able to deliver and meet the expectations of the user and customers that you are intending to serve. I think a good match between relevance and creativity, it's something that will for sure trigger my curiosity and admiration. I recently used an app called Dice. It's an app for tickets and for events, going to concerts, shows, all of it. And what I like is that they actually understood the context around a single action. Normally, like, purchasing tickets, it has something being very like transactional if you look at what other partners are doing. But the app actually understood what is the experience and the surrounding emotions and elements and players around attending an event. Normally, it's full of emotion. There are also sometimes things that are unpredictable to happen, but they actually normalized all those things and made it very easy to interact and to use and created use kind of a holistic perspective on the purchasing of tickets. For example, from the ticket activation, they made it very hard for people to buy a bunch of tickets than to resell at the higher prices. But at the same time, they made it super simple for you as a user that is going to attend the concert to activate the ticket. Then they also look, for example, at the ticket exchange. So sometimes, unpredictable things happen and you cannot join events and you have to find a way to exchange it with peers. Instead of like taking it as, a penalization or an exception of the rule, they actually normalized it and made it very simple for people to exchange those tickets within a safe and simple to use manner.